Howdy folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, and this isn't going to be a lighthearted one, I'm quite sure of it, because it's Jay Allen's song Blank Stares. It's a gift request from Renee Mooberry, so Renee, thank you for this gift and this request, and it's going to be a poignant, likely sad song. It's a video, and but a live performance, and this is what Renee said. Jay wrote a song for his mother living with Alzheimer's disease. I found this song after my husband Bob was diagnosed with dementia, so it is special to me. That's what Renee had written. And so I know this because Renee has shared this on the channel before with some other songs that I've done that touch on this topic. My stepfather died of dementia and complications thereof, and so on. So most of us know somebody, and it's just one of those things that the longer we live, and we live a lot longer now than we used to. Prior to penicillin, the average age in industrialized, predominantly Western countries was roughly 30 worldwide. Then, because people would die of infections, just plain, you get a tooth infection, a cut, and eventually many people died. So the average age was 30. So some people lived to 60. While others died, earlier than age 5, for example, whatever. Penicillin, almost overnight, within a generation, basically doubled the worldwide age. And the average, not worldwide, but average age in industrialized nations, 55 to 60, pretty darn quickly. And further medical advances and taking care of your diet and all this stuff, these things have helped push it on up to about 78 or 80. But what happens, one of the downsides to that is people die of things like osteoporosis, and other things. Alzheimer's is another one because you didn't used to die of Alzheimer's or dementia back when people died very young. It's predominantly an older person's disease. So that's just a little bit of info. Sometimes these are serious videos, as you know. I mean, I do the Jerry Reeds and stuff, and I cry and we laugh, and Johnny Cash's One Piece at a Time. But music covers a lot of topics, and this is one of them. So let's see what Jay's got for us. He's singing this song on stage with his mother, who has Alzheimer's.
Thank you so much. This is my song to my mom and help fight against Alzheimer's. It's called Blank Stares. Thank you. There's a voicemail that I keep. I listen to it just to speak a song. Turns the silence just loud. No, I love you or goodbye. Like you saw the phone in your hand and you didn't know why. It's crazy how you come and go so fast. Oh, how do I get you back?
Yeah.
If I could only see the cracks you're slipping through. Wish I didn't feel so helpless when it comes to helping you. Hold on. So I keep holding on to every little memory made of you and me, every little glimpse of who you used to be.
Yeah.
I know you're still in there, deep down somewhere. I swear I still see you.
Remember,
between the blank stares. It's the first thing that I think about when I wake up and when I lay down. It's the last thing I feel crawling through my mind. I'm still trying to understand it, sitting next to you, holding your hand and hoping you won't fade away this time.
So I wonder what she understands here.
Just stay a little while, please stay a little while. If I could only see the cracks you're slipping through. Wish I didn't feel so helpless when it comes to helping you. Hold on. So I keep holding on to every little memory made of you and me, every little glimpse of who you used to be.
It's like the movie The Notebook.
I know you're still in there, deep down somewhere. I swear I still see you. Between the blank stares, it's getting harder and harder to watch you disappear. Oh, I'm falling farther and farther, leaving. If I could only see the cracks you're slipping through. Wish I didn't feel so helpless when it comes to helping you.
Yeah.
Hold on. But I keep holding on to every little memory made of you and me, every little glimpse of who you used to be. I know you're still in there, deep down somewhere. I swear I still
She seems to understand, but I don't know.
between the blank stares.
Seems to.
I'll give it up for Mama. Thank you so much.
I don't know. It's one of these things where you just don't know. Like, that's why you hear me talking about human memory a lot, and how a lot of the songs that we listen to, not about Alzheimer's, but just about love and the pain and love lost and all. And I'll say, like, I wonder how long animals live with that, for example. Like, the human brain has developed to such a point where we have quote unquote long memories, and they're not accurate memories, but what we do have are recollections of feelings. I know what I felt back then. The details of who was in the room or whatever, or the exact dates or whatever can fade, but certainly the feeling toward a certain person or a job or a school or whatever. And I say, I wonder, like, when animals go their own way, or in the jungle, a hyena gets killed, and the hyena, was the father or mother of another hyena. What do the other ones feel compared to us? We feel the loss for a long time because our brains have grown to a certain size, but the neural connectivity up there, we really reconstitute memories. It isn't like a video is playing back, even though it feels like it in our mind's eye that we're just replaying a video. Like, you watch a Netflix movie and out of place. That's not the way the human brain stores and retrieves memories. And the thing is, in that process, with the neural connectivity and such, like plaque interferes with it, and the dendrites and all these other things that don't fire the way they used to. So there's retrograde amnesia, where someone can't remember things of the past. There's anterograde memory, where you can't form new memories. And it's a fascinating study about people, but how to address it. Like, right now, all we can hope is to, like, slow down the progress of it. The brain is a very complex thing because you've got the brain-blood barrier, and the brain is so well protected that only capillaries, which are slightly larger than the size of a blood cell, they're slightly larger. So it just lets one cell in at a time. And so that's the challenge, that the capillaries don't let larger molecules in. So when medication is given to a patient who has something going on with their brain, the challenge for the drug companies is to make a pill that is digestible, that will stay in the system, but that it breaks down small enough to get to the brain, but then it's got to be able to do what it can do. And in many cases, it's like asking a goldfish to be an NFL football player. Like, all right, maybe you could make a goldfish that's strong enough, quick enough, and all that could play NFL football, but your challenges are enormous. I remember the first time my stepfather, I realized, I didn't know he was really having memory issues. My mom might have told me he was having a little this, little that. I don't know. He lived in Florida. My mom and stepdad lived in Florida when I was up here in Jersey. And I called, and like I normally would. I call about every week to say hi to my mom and stepdad. Then after my stepfather passed away, then I would call my mom either every day or every other day. And I remember I was talking with my stepfather. It may have been his birthday, or his birthday was near, and he picks up the phone. There's a few people at the house, and Jim was his name. He and I were talking for probably a good 10 to 15 minutes. He was a Pittsburgh Steeler fan because he was from Pittsburgh. We were talking about a recent game. We were laughing about Dan Marino because he loved Dan Marino. And they lived in Florida off of San Marino Drive. And so I used to call it Dan Marino Drive. These kinds of little stuff, laughing. After about 10 or 15 minutes of a conversation, he just goes, "Who's this?" in a real friendly way. And I was like, whoa, this whole time we were talking, he didn't know it was his stepson. I was like, oh, it's Don, Jim. I'm just going to say hi to my mom. I just blew right past it purposely. So he put my mom on the phone. But that's when I realized, whoa, um, he's way further along than I thought. So I'm not rating this song, Renee. You know what? You knew I wouldn't rate this song, and I share with you my situation because I can identify partly with yours, with your husband, although mine arguably wasn't as painful because yours was your husband of all those decades. Mine was a stepfather, and that's different. So, who didn't, he didn't come into my life until my early 20s. The bond is different in that case. But it was beautiful. I don't know what she understood. I don't know what Jay's mother understood in there. What did she feel? I was looking at her hand movement and stuff. Was she just responding to his, or was she feeling something because she recognized it in the moment? Like the movie The Notebook, where she would have like 5 minutes of lucidity or lucidness each day. And he visited her and read the notebook to her that she had written before she lost her mind because she knew she was losing it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I could go on and on about the human experience and difficulties here on Earth and all that, but good on Jay. He'll always have his memory of having had his mom on stage. And he'll have thoughts about that, but, I don't regret having taken care of my mother for 2 years. And when I did, you just do it. And I have special memories there. Some sucked and some were, but I was glad I did it. So there it is. All right, guys, you can thank Renee Mooberry for that one. Have a great day. See you in another video and keep rocking the country.
Every little glimpse of who you